Hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Tina from Living Delish and Nutrish, and this is part of my series of Mezethes, or Mezethes as we say in Greek, or simple shared plates. I thought it would be fun to do some easy paleotized recipes that are Greek inspired, so you can have some things you can share with your friends. The last 2 weeks I did Greek stuffed dolmades with orzo pasta that's grain-free, made from cassava, so that unique ingredient helps us keep it paleo. And last week was Melinzanosalata, or a fish roe dip. You can find those videos here on IGTV or over on YouTube. And today I'm going to show you Melinzanosalata. I know it's another big word, but melinzana means eggplant in Greek. And you're probably more familiar with the name Baba Ganoush, which is the Middle Eastern version of pretty much the same recipe. And I'm going to show you a really unique way to serve this. We like dips and spreads, and we put them in bowls and surround them with lots of veggies and crackers and things like that. But this is a little different, keeps it individual, and just another fun presentation that if you decide to put the effort into it, I'll show you how I can keep it really simple. And today I'm doing Ask Me Anything. So while I'm working on these recipes, feel free to message me. I've got my iPad over here off camera, and I should be able to see your questions and answer them. But before we get into this, I have two Whole30 announcements for you. I'm wearing my Whole30 shirt today because I want to tell you two things. First of all, sorry, I got to turn this down. Forgot to do that. I am thrilled to announce that the Whole30 Coaches Summit is coming up this week, but on Thursday, it's open to our community. So feel free to go to whole30.com and pick up your ticket for our pep rally. It's going to be live online at 6 o'clock Eastern time. And if you go to whole30.com, you can get all the details there. And the second Whole30 announcement that I wanted to make today is that I will be coaching a Whole30 group starting September 1st. We'll do prep on September 1st, and our first Whole30 day will be September 7th, Tuesday, the day after Labor Day, so you can get your last hurrah in with the holiday, and then we're going to clean it up before the holidays and teach you some really sustainable, healthy food ideas to get you through the holidays. So let's get back to this Melinzanosalata, or Baba Ganoush. I started, if you saw a little earlier today, with a video of me outside grilling. It was raining. It's not raining anymore. But I just wanted to show you, this is what the eggplant looks like after it's been grilled. It's nice and collapsed, and the skin gets good and wrinkly. And I just cut it in half when I brought it in. First, I'll wrap it in some plastic wrap to let the steam really do the job of getting that skin to come loose and break away from the flesh. And then you can see it's very simple to just remove all of the skin. It comes right off. So to keep me from going through this whole process, I do have it ready here in my food processor. And I also go in, these are still a little warm, and take out these seed pockets. Don't worry about getting all the seeds out, but I think it's a little more palatable if you can get in there and just remove those with a small knife or a spoon, and you can see that they come right out. Very simple, okay? So let me move this aside and get my food processor here ready to go. You can see I have the eggplant already in here with the seeds out. And this recipe calls for 1 eggplant, but you can double it. And I'm not showing you the exact recipe today, but it's on my website, and you'll see the ingredients are super simple. I've been making this for so long, I don't even measure anything anymore. So I'm just gonna pulse this so we can get it nice and smooth. You wanna break down all of those pieces, but when you roast it in the oven or grill it until it's collapsed on the outside, it almost liquefies. Makes it super easy. You get that nice charred flavor from the grill. The other thing I did on the grill while the eggplant was cooking was I cut a garlic clove, a whole head of garlic rather, So you could reveal all of the cloves, and then I put it in this little cast iron pan with some olive oil, and I put it face down or cut side down. And you can see how those garlic cloves got nice and roasted and dark on the grill. And look how simple, they just pop right out. Oop. And they're so soft, but they have that little bit of char. And I think that this is a nice option to the raw garlic, so you don't get that really raw, stringent flavor from the garlic when you use raw garlic in this recipe. So I'm gonna do a couple of these roasted cloves. Just throw them right in here. I've got 3 of them in this dish that I already popped out of there. And I wanted to show you, don't waste anything. I'm gonna take all of this oil and save it in a little container. You can use a spice bottle. I have this old spice bottle that I can save it in. You could put some herbs in there if you like the herb flavor along with the garlic flavor. So you have a delicious salad oil. You can drizzle this over the top of this recipe when you're finished. You can drizzle it over chicken or fish right off the grill. It just gives an extra element of roasted garlic. If you eat bread, it's delicious to dip in bread. So I digress. I don't eat bread anymore. But let's pulse this garlic right into our eggplant. My hands are slippery from the oil. That looks really good so far. Let me give you a little scoop so you can see. All the seeds are out. It's nice and smooth. It's got that nice, delicious grilled aroma. Next, I'm going to add some tahini, about 2 tablespoons. This is tahini from the importing store. I know Trader Joe's has it. It does settle, so you want to stir it a little bit. And I'm just going to do a couple scoops from this soup spoon. If you don't like a lot of tahini, don't use as much. But I love the sesame flavor, and I think it's indicative of this dish as well. So the tahini is in, and we'll pulse it again. I like to give it a quick pulse between each ingredient. And now this is the unique ingredient that keeps it paleo and dairy free. I'm using Kite Hill almond milk Greek style yogurt. It's nice and thick like Greek yogurt, but it's dairy free. And I'm just gonna do a spoonful of that too. I think it gives it a nice creamy consistency and helps all the other ingredients blend together. Now I'm just gonna add a little olive oil while it's running. About a tablespoon. Some salt and pepper. Do this to taste. Oh, it's looking so good. You're gonna love this. And last but not least, some fresh lemon. And I like to roll the lemon. It helps release all of the flesh from the skin. It gives us some nice juiciness. I'm gonna do about a half a lemon and then taste it before I decide to add any more, because I don't want it to get too lemony. You want the eggplant and that char flavor to come through, but you need a bit of acid. You always need acid to balance out any dish that you're doing. You love that brightness. And one last word. And we're done. Now, here's the fun part. Well, first of all, let me give it a taste. Use the handle of the spoon. Just enough lemon. It's smoky, maybe a little extra salt. It's nice and creamy from that yogurt. And that roasted garlic really helps give you that nice garlic flavor without that raw flavor that sometimes is a little strong for people. Now here's the fun part. I'm gonna get all this out of the way so I can show you my fun trick. I've cut some mini peppers in half. You guys are familiar with these. They come in a bag, organic peppers, lots of different colors. And I just have them on this cute plate. I'm cutting through the whole pepper, stem and everything. And don't worry if they curl a little bit, if they're kind of curvy, like, let me find one that's curvy. Like this one, how it has a little curve to it. Cut against the curve rather than this way through the curve, and then you have a nice shape that you can easily fill. We're gonna fill these. So I'm just gonna cut this orange one, again, through the curve and right through the stem, one even cut, and then scoop out these seeds. Really simple. Just when you get a hold of the rib, the whole seed pocket comes out. I'll show you. Just grab it right there where the seed pocket attaches to the stem and pull. Except for maybe one or two, you get them all out. Very simple. And arrange them nicely by color. So they're really cute. I love this dish. Pastry bag. You can do it with a Ziploc bag, but I highly recommend investing in a box of pastry bags or a small package from Amazon or your local baking or restaurant supply, because they're worth it. And they make life a lot easier. You know this trick, right? I put my finger in the bottom of the food processor and it holds the blade in place, so when I go to scoop this out, the blade doesn't go tumbling into whatever I'm doing. Lots of tricks today. Here's a glass, just a regular drinking glass, and I'm gonna use it to hold up my pastry bag. Simple, right? Now I'm gonna hold on to the bottom of the food processor so the blade doesn't come out. I'm just gonna scoop right into the glass. So it goes into the pastry bag, nice and neat. I always fold the top down like this so there's a cuff, and that way my hands don't get messy with any of the product that you're putting into the bag crawling up to the top. That's an old trick from my cake decorating days. Okay, we got all of that out of there. And it's still nice and warm, but because of the eggplant being on the grill, but you know, you can pop this whole thing in the fridge, or maybe just take it to this stage with the pastry bag, put this in the refrigerator, and when you're ready to proceed with your peppers, maybe fill them right before your guests arrive or right before you're gonna serve them. Then you can take the pastry bag out, cut the bottom to the desired opening that you want on your bag, and then go for it. I'm only gonna cut about to there, which is not quite a ½ inch opening. You can always go bigger, but you can never go smaller. So start small and work your way up if you have to. And then squirt it, just pipe it into the pepper, just like that. And I like to give it a little squeeze and then release before I pull. That way you have no drips. This is still a little loose because it's warm. It will congeal and thicken up once it's been refrigerated. You can top this with some parsley. Just want to clean up my counter a little bit here. You can save this and serve it in a bowl with vegetables cut up, or crackers, or pita bread if you like pita bread. And that's really all there is to this. Very simple, again, delish and nutrish. Eggplants packed with nutrients, keeping it dairy free and using a healthy oil really helps with the healthy fats and all the other nutrients that we're trying to pack into every dish. And it's a fun snack, it's beautiful, and it's delicious. So I hope you enjoyed this today. Don't forget to go to livingdelishandnutrish.com for this recipe. It will be new on the blog or updated because this is actually an oldie but goodie that I've revived. And don't forget to join us on Thursday on the Whole30 coaching summit for the pep rally. And I hope that you'll contact me for more information about my Whole30 group starting in September. I love my groups. They're always so enthusiastic and fun and motivated, and I hope that you can be a part of it too. So that's it for now. I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a great day.